In my years, I have seen many a traveler search the globe in search of adventure, money, glory, and of course, power. And it all lies just ahead of you, traveler. However, while your trials may offer you many achievements and accolades to gain, may you never forget that you were given just one life to lose.
What is up, Saturn System? I hope you beautiful people are enjoying another wonderful day in paradise. My name is Saturn Cycle, and welcome back to Resident Evil 7. Last time we got the snake key, which means we can head on over to the other side of the house. I completely forget where we gotta go. I believe we gotta go to the second floor. Yeah, because this boy's down here now. Sorry, sir. Guests only. So the game's actually pretty close to done. We're not far from the ending at all. So we're just gonna skip all the nonsense. Trying to remember if there's anything over there that I need to do, but I don't think there is. I know there's like shotgun shells and stuff. Hey, Graham. We do need some more dank herbs. Oh, hey, look, shotgun shell. Excuse me, Grams. We do need some dank herbs because we are. Well, I say we need them, but we don't really need them. But I want them. It's called greed, guys. Look it up. It looks like I failed the punchline. At the moment, I can't think of a single like greedy or fat person. What's this? Burner fuel, is that? Why can't I? Oh, they're narrow rounds. Right, we didn't get the grenade launcher, which we probably should. Oh, hey, it's a backpack. Backpack. Hooray. That's another thing, but we don't need that. It allows us to get another repair kit, which we don't need. We're actually going to double back and go get the grenade launcher because we are going to need that in the future. We can't rely on what we have solely, especially when it comes to the to future boss fights. We need to be as armed as possible. Because while we have pretty solid defense for monsters like the molded that get in our face, the buzzsaw is not going to cut it for enemies that are very big. And trust me, there's still one of those on the way. Oh, we took the crow key out of our thingy. So dumb. Such a dumb. But yeah, the grenade launcher is right through there. So we just gotta do a tiny bit of backtracking since I'm a big old idiot. To be honest, in my very first playthrough of the game, I didn't really use the grenade launcher much. I used it for like panic things, where if there was an enemy that I was like, okay, that's a really big enemy, I need to know if this thing will take it down quickly. So I kind of relied on it for like mini bosses or boss fights, or moments where I was in a panic, or moments where I was kind of surrounded and I didn't feel like dying and doing everything everything over for the past 5 minutes. So, okay, Croaky, Froaky, do me some just boy. Grenade launcher. Some shotgun shells. Some flame rounds. Some strong chem fluid, which we can turn into... Yeah, flame rounds. Cool. Sweet. Now we have a reason to pick up fuel rounds. Because typically I never do. because you turn fuel rounds into flamethrower material. But after you leave the old house with the bugs, I so rarely use the flamethrower that it's just kind of there. What is it called? The burner? Yeah, I so rarely use the burner. So I might put that away. Actually, I think, no, we're good. I was about to say, I think I have to, just so I can afford to carry stuff. So wasn't it like 10... It's like 10:45, right? That's not 10:45. I don't remember what it is. Where's the, It's like a memo around here somewhere. I used to know all this by heart. Now I don't. What's in here? Nothing. No rounds. Those paralyzed enemies. Not really too concerned with that. Where is the thingy? Oh, it's 10:15. I knew I was close. I was right on the money, and I stopped. I feel like such a dumb. If I had just pressed A one more time. Ah, man. So there's a mode of this game that's DLC called Ethan Must Die mode, where it's basically like a very condensed version of the game, but just about everything kills you in one hit. And it's like one of the few things in this game that I haven't completed because it's just so hard. Okay, so now we can book it towards our next destination. We don't need to stay in here any longer. Was going this way a mistake? It was a mistake for him. Excuse me, sir. Oh, that spooked me. One thing I love and hate about games where you're being chased by enemies is when they take swings at you when they're at your back. It always feels like you get that sensation on the back of your neck, like, oh, they just barely missed me. Like, you can feel it on the back of your neck that they just missed you, and it's insane to me. It's like, oh, I got away. We don't need this anymore. Let's do some organization. Put you up here. Put you up here. Black Betty, Blamblegam. Oh, it shifted it instead of moving it over. Put you right there. Bam. Organized. Okay, now we can... Oh no, we have to go to the second floor across the house. Because that's where we get the other card key. Duh. I forgot. I used to know this game like the back of my hand. Like I said in an earlier episode, I used to think about this game while I was trying to sleep. I was thinking about like speedrunning, and I was really... Oh yeah, the house looks like this now. I was really strongly considering getting into speedrunning just because of this game. That's how much I liked it. And then I was just like, I don't really feel like putting all that time into this. And there are people that know this game way better than I do, that would speedrun it way better than I ever could. So I'm just like, do I really want to take all the time to learn this game only to freaking never be faster than other people in the community? The answer is no. So we need the toy axe, because it'll help us get something in the future. If you wanted to get the shotgun that's downstairs in the main hall, you would need to replace it with this. So you would have to wait very long to get your hands on the shotgun if that's what you were going for. So this happy birthday tape we're not going to take, but it's basically... Jeez, it sounded like someone was crawling up behind me. It's basically a tutorial for the next section of the game. We're not going to take it because we know how the next section of the game plays out. Like, I already know what I'm supposed to be doing in the next section. So the next section is not going to catch me off guard or anything. Here's another shadow puzzle. And this way? No, I had it right the first time, huh? Yeah. Yeah, see, moments like this, I'm like, I wouldn't, unless I did this a million times, I wouldn't be able to do this super quickly off the top of my head. I would always forget. And then some part of me feels like if I were to try to speedrun this game, it would kill my love of the game. Because I would have to, like, plot out my journey from start to finish. I'd have to watch other people's routes to see what, like, the most optimal route for Dabar is. Like, I don't know. I don't want to do that to myself or my love of this game. But, man, I'm telling you, I was so close to actually speedrunning this game. I loved it that much. Okay, so we're going to... You know, that was dumb. Because we gotta hit the freaking... What? Excuse me? Since when? I don't remember you being down here. Then again, after this portion of the game, I never come to the side of the house, so I guess I just never knew he was there. Interesting. I was gonna go to the no thanks. I was gonna go to the repair box. Not the repair box, jeez. The storage box. Oh god. Oh god. I legit forgot about you. Oh man. I legitimately forgot about them. Talk about spook. Do you see that panic fire I did right there? I was like, oh. I was gonna go down here to the repair. I keep saying repair. To the storage box, but I don't think we really needed to. Actually need the toy axe, so let me save. I always save, not in case I die or anything, I save in case I have to step away from my game in the middle of a session. Okay, so let's get these guys to spawn. Where you at? Hey, that was a dank herb. Excuse me. Where are you guys? I'm being a little quiet because I'm trying to listen for them. But they just weren't appearing, I guess. No, we don't need gunpowder. I'm much more interested in making HP, well, health items than I am gunpowder. I don't know why they stopped spawning. So this is what the toy axe is for. I don't know why it took so long for the game to register that, like I couldn't move or anything. So you use the toy axe here. Makes a little 7 on the thing, which opens this chest, which gives you the stabilizer. Stabilizer makes it so that you reload faster, of course, because we've already had one before. Even his little Apple Watch. I believe they're going to show up again when I get to this door. Open! Open! Yeah, I don't know why those tiny molded didn't show up again. Because it's not like they show up here or anything. So the funny thing about this is you go up here and it says, Let's Play. That's what we're doing today, kids. It's a Let's Play. I remember way back when this game first came out, I was thinking of doing a Let's Play on my previous channel. Way after my previous channel had already died. And I was like, oh man, this will make a great thumbnail. And I guess everyone else on the internet thought so too. Because everyone that was doing Let's Plays, when they got to this portion of the game, used that as the thumbnail. So we can't really do anything about this, we just kind of have to sit through this part. Well, back up from the camera, buddy. Oh, he's so creepy. Soul creeper.
Ethan.
I'm not gonna look at you. I'm not gonna give you this satisfaction.
Ethan, hold on.
The funny thing is, I think it draws your eyes back to the TV if you linger to. Yeah.
Looky what I've got.
What, for me? No, you shouldn't have.
You know what this is for?
This section goes on
You know what Zoe wants to
for
do
a
with
while. This is one of the portions of the game where we kind of need the grenade launcher.
this? She thinks this thing is special.
Because of a new enemy shows its head, a new variant.
No, Ethan. That ain't special.
And this video goes on a bit too long.
This right here.
And I only say that because I'm trying to do more
You see?
than just sit here and watch this video. But when you first get to this portion of the game, it's just like, ooh, information. You get like a breather because
Evelyn,
the game is kind of relentless for the first half.
so and not everybody wants to
And the
be
game is
like that.
very Resident Evil for the first half.
So stupid.
And then the second half of the game
Understand that
is
I'll
very,
never go back to how things
like,
were.
very action heavy Resident Evil. So this game, for a lot of people, kind of falls apart in the second half as far as like the spooks go. But Resident Evil has always been about the power fantasy in the second half of the game, where the first half up to the first 75% of every Resident Evil game is spooks, and then the last 25, sometimes 50%, is like, here's all the weapons you need to not be scared anymore. Kill everything in your way, unless it's one of the action heavy games like Resident Evil 5 or 6. Even 4 starts off with like 25% horror and then turns into a power fantasy. The only difference between 4, 5, and 6 is 4 is actually good. So there's that. But yeah, Resident Evil 2, by the time you get to like the lab at the end, it's mostly power fantasy. So we got to be careful here because things explode. There are tripwires. Lucas is kind of a dick. So this portion of the game is him trying to kill us without killing us. You know, he's trying to indirectly be a dick. So we're going to switch to our pistol. See? Tripwire. Could crawl over it, crawl under it, but I don't want to. And some of these boxes explode too. So we have to be really careful. We're actually going to pick up this handgun ammo because we have to shoot some tripwires and stuff. Going to do some crawling so I don't accidentally walk into one that I may have forgotten exists. I believe there's one. Yeah, see, there's one right here. Which we're going to move over here and shoot at it. Yeah, the first room is pretty simple. And then the second room is like, tripwires. You get a tripwire. And you get a tripwire. Everyone gets a tripwire. It's like, but Oprah, I can't afford the taxes on this tripwire. So we're going to shoot this one from the other side of the room before we forget about it. Because a lot of players won't notice that's there when they get to the other side of the table, and they'll just walk right into it. It's right in my face. If I had shot that, I'd have been a big old bag of dumb. Okay. I don't care what you put him here for. You put him here to kill me. So if we had looked at that other little treasure photo, it would have led us to that spot right there, which is where you get another repair kit. And use the repair kit on the handgun you find in Zoe's trailer. Unless you use the repair kit on that in the beginning, in which case you use it on the shotgun that you didn't realize you could use it on. Is there? I feel like there's another one that I'm missing. Oh, I walked right past it. That was very dangerous. Oh jeez, I'm so used to Resident Evil 2 zombies banging on windows. So when I heard something banging on a window, I was so ready to shoot at the window. I said window a lot right there. Magnum ammo, no. Don't need it because we don't use it. Okay, so there's that. Forgot to put my game on Do Not Disturb, but that's alright. So yeah, some of these some of these boxes explode like this one. After we reload, of course. Which is why I'm not using my buzzsaw to open them. So we're safe for the moment. Except, no we're not. because we can't walk through here. Because more. So when I first played this game, and I got to this door, I was like, okay, there's no way this door is just open.
Guess I'm gonna have to step up my game.
And I was right. I believe that's the last one. I could be wrong. I'm not wrong. So we have to interact with this door. Come on.
No. Fucking password, right?
Right.
Why don't you try 0814?
Wrong.
No. 0621.
Also wrong.
No. It's 0514.
Also wrong.
Oh, come on. Take a chance. You never know.
So this noise you're hearing is actually the classic RE noise. So I backed up because that's going to do that whole swinging arc. Because it's a trap from Lucas. Like, he expects you to get hung up on trying to figure it out so you get killed. And then this door opens to let you know, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. You need to learn to walk and play and get along with each other. I believe that one explodes. No, it doesn't. One of these explodes for sure. There it is. So the funny thing about that that lock is it only has two, I believe 2 or 3 possible combinations. I'm pretty sure it's 2. But the thing is, if you know them beforehand, like say, because it starts off, typically it's always the same combination. They're molded in here. It's all a little. There's also a tripwire up here somewhere. The molded's gonna appear from behind us. There it is. But he did now. I was just worried about that molded, which is why I was using the buzzsaw. Because the quick molded, the 4-legged ones, they can do a lot of damage incredibly quickly. But yeah, like I was saying, there's typically when you get to that part in the game, if you just do what you're supposed to and run through here and then circle back to open that door, the combination's always the same. But in order to try to like circumvent that for players that play this game a lot, Capcom made it so that if you put in that combination, aha, I knew there was another one. If you put in that combination before you've made it back and you've looked at the memo saying what it is, it changes. And it's actually kind of brilliant. Aha! I knew there was a hidden one. I forgot about you. Okay, now we're cool. No, we don't care about you, but there is a steroid in here. Aha! Increase our maximum HP. We're going to be Maximumer. Ah, sweet Maximumer. Let's go ahead and make some HP while we're in here. Just in case I missed one. Okay, from here on out we can go back to running. Because we only had to worry about the excuse me. We only had to worry about the tripwires in that one place. So we're good to go again. More shaddy shells. VCR, in case you're so inclined to watch some stuff. You know what? We will make some flame rounds because there is a mini boss fight coming up. Did we put our other rounds away? We did. Okay. So we're gonna do the mini boss fight. Save in case I have to stop for some reason. So we're gonna do the mini boss fight, and then we're going to end our episode. Let's look at our stats. We haven't looked at our stats at all. No restarts. Playing for 2.5 hours. We've opened the box 23 times. We've used 18 healing items. So yeah, like at the end of, if we complete this run, or wherever we die, we're gonna look at our stats so you can see how many times we've like restarted or something. Because restarts typically only trigger when you've died and have to reload a save. So as you can see, we're still at 0, so I haven't like done anything nefarious. I always like to like show people that everything's going fine, that no one's riding dirty over here. Because you know there are those players that would do that. And it's like, come on, fam. You ain't gotta ride dirty like that. I'm gonna make some more health, just so we can hold more in the future. So what we're doing here is we have to trigger this elevator that's beside us. But when it shows up, it's gonna have two like boss dudes in it. It's a new variant of molded that can like spit acid on you, and it's very annoying. We still got to be wary of exploding boxes, which is why I'm shooting them. See? Another health item. So enemies like the ones showing up are almost exclusively why I did double back to pick up the grenade launcher. Because these guys, they can shoot like acid, and at the same time, if I try to run up to them and attack them with the buzzsaw, their bodily fluids are basically the same acid they spit out. So they're like the aliens from, well, Aliens, where like when they're bleeding, their acid is just as dangerous. Well, like their blood is just as dangerous. That's basically what these guys are. So we want to lure them up here, or at least to the stairs. But we want them to be together, if possible. Oh, Jesus. So there's another one. Oh, get away from me. Ah. Are you still alive? Oh my god. Ah, get out of here. Please die. I only have one round left. Okay. There is another one, right? Could have sworn there were two here. Maybe I'm thinking of Madhouse. I guess I'm thinking of Madhouse because I could have sworn there were two there. I know there's two at the end of the game when you're going through the mines, but I could have sworn there were two. Whatever, I'm not worried about it. It took 4 rounds to kill that dude. And it's perfect timing because we're coming right up on the 30-minute mark. So we're going to look and see what the code is. Because if you don't look at the code, it won't change. Or like it won't work. So gunpowder, which we don't need. 1408. That's a movie. Antique coin. We don't need it. Okay, so from this point, we're gonna end the episode because we're right back at the area we have to be at, and I believe there's a save point in here. There is not. Okay, I guess I have to do this right now. I mean, I could leave. No, we'll do this right now. This doesn't take any time at all. So unfortunately, we have to get rid of all of our stuff or the door won't open. Just remember where we parked. Okay, so it's 1408. And then there's a save point right after we complete this section. Those noises were classic RE noises. I know I already said that. Let me Take this candle so I can freaking see. There we go. Alright, so... Alright, we have to trigger the puzzle first. So basically what we're trying to do is put the candle on this cake while it's lit. So lit, fam.
What do you say we play a little
Oh my god, just let me do what I need to do, bud.
light candle and put it on the cake?
Kiss
Yeah,
my
I know, I
ass.
just told my audience that.
And language.
I say audience, but like one person's gonna watch this.
Somewhere. I think.
And I appreciate you, fam.
More.
Oh my god, stop talking. So we're gonna light this, we're gonna go over there, we're gonna get the thing. Like for most players, there's like this is a lot of trial and error. But like after doing this puzzle the first time, you know, you just remember it. If I was typically, I'll take the time to pop all these balloons, but I ain't trying to be like that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's weird that all of these are 5. Calling me out like that. So this is the end puzzle already. Like, we're basically done. The game, for most players, they like go through all these weird hoops, trying to freaking figure out what combines with what. But that's literally all you have to do. You just get the candle, you burn the tie on the door, you put the loser combination in, you get the handle, you turn off the water, you light the candle, it's over. Trust me, the first time you do this puzzle, it seems like there's a lot more that goes into it. You might even fail and get like the bad ending for this. So that's it. It's over. Now we're just waiting. So typically players end up taking this little crank out of this barrel, which releases some oil on the floor. And then the fire, when the cake explodes after they solve the puzzle, the fire freaking explodes it. Well, it sets it ablaze, and you end up dying here inadvertently. But because we skipped all that, because we knew how the puzzle ended if you do it that way, because yeah, there's like that lock right there. There's like a vision puzzle that you have to grab a thing out of the toilet for. Like, there's a lot. So this is ours. Oh man,
Finally.
There's the save point. I knew I wasn't crazy. Okay guys, so we're going to call the episode there. If you guys have been enjoying the Resident Evil 7 One Life to Lose run and you're looking forward to seeing how it plays out in the future, consider leaving a like and subscribe. If there's any other games you'd like to see me play in this format, please suggest them below or suggest them to me on Twitter and I will check them out if I can. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss out on notifications when content goes up. And as always, I've been Saturn, you guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next episode of Resident Evil. Later, everybody!